Hey guys, it's about as unseasonably warm as it is beautiful out here today on this wonderful day in January. We're out here today in this Manitoba oak forest to do two things. We're here to camp overnight. We're going to set up a camp and sleep overnight out here, and we're also out here to film my first ever YouTube video. We'll see how it goes. Thanks for coming along. So we're just hiking out here into this oak bush and looking for a good place to set up camp. Kind of things I'm looking for. I want to find somewhere that's somewhat sheltered from the wind. This is Manitoba after all, it's pretty windy out here. And I also want to find a place that has lots of good firewood and a good place that's somewhat level that I can set up a good nice place to sleep. So we're gonna keep walking and see what we can find for a place to stay the night. Alright guys, I think we found home. We're gonna set up right here. I'm gonna use these two trees as part of the shelter. We're gonna sleep right here. We're gonna put our shelter down facing, that's northwest, which is the predominant wind around this part of the country, and it is the way the wind's coming right now. So we want shelter from that wind. Put our fire probably right where I'm standing here, and we'll make this place look like home. Just for now, it's above freezing out here, it's wet. Don't want to get anything too wet. All right, shelter's up. If we were planning for any snow, we definitely could put the shelter at a steeper angle or more shallow angle rather. But there's no snow forecasted for tonight. It's clear. So really, all we're looking for is a wind block, which this is going to do a good job of. So for the back there, we just use the wet snow to compact down to hold the back in. If it was colder, like it normally would be this time of year, you would just paracord your corners out and then use snow up against there to seal it off from the wind. So, all right. So now that the shelter's up, it's time to start thinking about getting firewood. And I want to do a log fire. So there's a name for it. I'm not thinking of it just now. But basically, you run one log along the ground, and we're going to fork all the other logs over top of it to create our fire. And then you can slide them up and keep feeding them all night long. You'll see how it works if you're not familiar with this type of fire already. All right, here's a couple trees. This one here, you can clearly tell just by looking at the branches that they all are rotted and dead all the way up. So that tree's dead, so we'll take it. And this tree here, you can clearly tell is dead too, so we'll grab her. That's one. That one's a little punky, but it'll burn.
See those deer over there, guys? There's 2 of them at least. Not 40 yards away. The wind's in our favor, so they ain't too scared. She sees us now. She's looking over here. What are you doing out here? Don't worry. Today I'm shooting you with something else, not a gun. And there you go, there's the white tails. And off through the bush she goes. She's still not 100% sure what it is that's over here, but she knows there's something. She's not super comfortable with it, so.
Alright guys, we found a big old down tree here, and this is going to keep us cutting and burning all night, I think. So let's get at it. Processing down this tree is a lot of work. I'm going to use part of this piece here, this nice straight piece, to make, I'm going to make myself a little cot for tonight so I can get up off the ground. Let's see how that goes. That's what I'm going to use this section here for. A nice dry kindling here to start the fire with. Alright guys, we've got quite a bit of wood back here. These are my 2 poles that I'm going to make a cot with. Let's throw this kindling down here so it doesn't get wet, and let's set up this fire. Alright, so we want this is going to be the backstop of our fire. This is the biggest log we got here. So wherever we put this, the fire is going to be right here. So, you know, that's probably about the right distance. I think we're going to go with that. So we'll clear some of the snow out of here. Right there is going to be our fire. So I'm just going to break up some pieces to make our fire floor. Always been a newspaper guy for starting fires. Out here we don't have cool things like birch bark or anything like that, so in the summertime when it's, well, really I should say fall or spring, especially when the grass is dead, you can use prairie grass or different things or to light a fire. But in the middle of winter, simplest thing, just a piece of newspaper. All right, this fire is crackling nice. Oh, it's nice and warm. It's always so great to get the fire going. Sun's still up, still got a few hours, a couple hours at least of sunlight left. So we're gonna enjoy our fire and we're gonna make our bed. So I put these 2 logs over here into the shelter, and now we're just going to cut little logs and put across there so we can make ourselves a little cot to sleep on, so we're up off the ground. So we're just gonna keep this fire going with just little stuff that I find around, and we'll save our pile of big logs for the night time just to make sure we get through the night. So I went ahead and got a small, about as straight as these scraggly oaks get here, and I went and cut my first one. This is, I measured about what I want, so now I'm just going to go along, make a mark, trim these up, cut them down, and we're going to use these to make our little cot here for the night. So. Alright guys, we cut all these branches up. Let's put them on here and see if we have enough. I think we should have about enough. We'll see how it goes. We'll do some of the smaller ones at this end, I think, and then some of the bigger ones at this end. I want to get them as flat as possible, and I think that's what the bigger ones are there. You don't want any sharp things poking up because I have an air mattress, and it doesn't like sharp things. Sharp things are not its friend. So, and neither is my back. It's not like sharp things. Stick it into it in the night. One of these somewhat decently. Whew. Yeah, put the mat on that, get in the sleeping bag. Oh, I think that's gonna be pretty comfy. It's always nice when everything's finally all done and you can just sit and enjoy the fruits of your labor. Eating a piece of jerky. We'll have supper in an hour or two. This is homemade jerky. It's a mix of deer and pig. I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to, if we're gonna be able to see through the trees here, but there's some deer moving over there. Oh yeah, you can see it there, mid-screen. Yeah, like I said, they're heavy back here. Hello, puppet. Well, the last glimmerings of the sun have pretty much gone down over there, so that's gonna get dark here in about half an hour or so. We'll just join the fire, burning up our wood supply. There's lots more. So yeah, we're just gonna hang out here and we'll make supper after dark sometime. All right, guys, time to do some cooking. Just gonna get this pan heating up in the fire here. And take away some of these sticks. A bit of a coal bed there. So on the menu is sloppy joes. So we got some chili here. I'll get a better look at it yet before I eat it all. And yeah, we'll just heat that pan up, throw some butter in there. And then get that chili warm and toast a couple breads. Throw that all in there, and then no time at all, it'll be good to eat. That cooking Prairie's a bit on the hot side yet, I would say. Just gonna say that won't take long. Get some butter melting in there and throw our bread in there in a second. I think what we'll do, I think that will be good. Just pile that on top of the bread now. Now on our cheese slices, there you go, Sloppy Joe's. It's on the menu. The age-old question, did we remember to bring ourselves a fork? That is the question. No, we did not. Well, normally I would, in this situation, whittle myself one, but we have this stirring spoon. I think we'll just make something work with that. So, is our lack, along with our lack of fork, lack of plate. But you guys hear those coyotes? There's a lot of them out there. Delicious. A little impractical. Eating out of a large cast iron pan that's too heavy to hot to set on your leg, and too heavy to hold like that for too long, but we'll get the food down like this, and it's good. Thankfully I have a big mouth. Alright, I'm gonna enjoy my lunch. Ooh. One thing about being in a bush, sometimes you just have to improvise. I'm gonna get this fire set up kind of how it's supposed to be for the night. Show you how to do that. Alright, so we just grab these logs, try and knock some of the snow off them now because we've been sitting in this wet, sticky snow. this one. Well, gonna come more at an angle yet. I'm going to move some of these first. Alright, yeah, now in the night, a couple times, 2-3 times, or as often as we wake up, just depending on how cold we get, we just get up, slide these all further along, and then crawl back into our sleeping bag and enjoy the night. I smile, but deep down inside, I know I'm not going to get much sleep tonight, and that sucks. Well, I think that just pretty much does it for me. I'm gonna hit the hay here now. Just got my bare feet out, put on a dry pair of socks before bed, and I'm gonna crawl into bed and hit the hay. We'll see how many times I have to get up in the night to stoke this fire. Well, have a good night, guys. See you in the morning. The view from inside the shelter. It's definitely toasty and nice and warm in here. No problems there. Oh. Morning, guys. Just got up, threw my jacket on, got my boots on. Sun's just rising over here. Oh, I guess I have to turn it this way. Sun's coming up through the trees, and yeah, we were kind of warm and snuggly in our sleeping bag last night. We didn't really get up to stoke the fire, so let's get it going, and yeah, let's warm up a bit. Definitely got chilly towards the end of the night there.
Oh, well guys, this has been a lot of fun, and this cot was comfortable. I'm really happy with how that turned out. I could lie on it all day, all night. It's comfy, and I'm comfy. It's warm out here, but I could sit out here all day. But I have things I should do, and I didn't bring food along this time. Maybe next time I will bring breakfast to cook or something out here, but this time I didn't. So we're our stomach won't allow us to stay out here all day. Can't survive off jerky alone. So we're going to pack her up here and head on out.
Alright guys, camp's all packed up. We're just gonna leave the our cot piled up neatly here. This is private property, so either we'll come back someday and burn this or use it as a cot, or else it'll rot here and no one will ever see it again. So either way, we'll leave that nicely, and we'll just put the fire out now and we'll pack out. Well, we're not out of the woods yet. Dad joke. But no, we just about are. So that's going to be the end of this video, guys. Thanks for coming along, and thanks for watching. Like I said, this is my first ever YouTube video, so I'm ready for the criticism. But if you're going to criticize, which you're welcome to do, just make sure you subscribe and stick around for the next video to see if I got any better or not. So thanks guys, have a good day.